Hi, everybody. Hi, Debbie. Hi, Michelle. Hi, Katie. Hi, Christine. Hi, Kay Weezy. Welcome, everybody. Welcome. Thanks for joining. This is the Tuesday evening Trance Evidential. I look forward to this. I actually do because I sit there and hello, Linda. I'm engulfed in the love of your loved ones. So I really am honored and pleased. It's a privilege. It truly is to be the passageway, the bridge between them and you. So, to recap exactly what this is, I don't really read your comments. I know you all want to connect to spirit, but let's not write the comments because I don't go direct and I don't really kind of use your text, your messages to influence it. I'm influenced by spirit themselves. See, again, Michelle, thank you. Yeah, if anybody comes in, guys, I don't know who they are. I don't ask directly. I just connect to the energetic frequency of spirit. I really tap into the spirit, the energy, the source, and then I bring in the evidence, whatever I can get from them, how I feel with them. It's all about feeling and connecting to their vibrational pull. So at that point, when I offer you guys the information, just if you could take it, just write down, thank you. Hi, Bernadette, welcome. Just write down that you can understand it. And if two or three of you are there, I'll still continue. Hi, Pile. Um, I still stay with spirit, and then we figure out who it's for, and then I keep connecting with them, their love, their essence, and they speak through me directly to you. So let's begin, okay? I already have a mother or a mother-in-law. I'm not certain. They're kind of blending on both. Could even be both in the spirit. Now, I did receive the name Barbara. Now, again, it could be Spirit's name is Barbara. It could be your name is Barbara. It could be somebody connected. But then it didn't stop there. I even got Barbara Eden, like, the old TV show, I Dream of Jeannie. And then with that, it went right into like My Three Sons. So I'm receiving old American television shows. I don't know if you had them in the UK or not. I'm sensing this is in the 70s. So that could be insignificant. Then I heard the names Frank and Philip. Now, again, I'm not certain if they're with spirit. Could be somebody in the living that's connected to spirit. So let's kind of understand what all this is. Is either mother or mother-in-law. Okay, I'm sensing more mother, but mother-in-law is right there, just as powerful. That's why I'm still in between on these two. Okay, I did hear the name Barbara. But then, like I told you, I'm getting like these old television shows. And again, I'm not certain if you watch them, if the spirit watched them, if it's a period time in the 70s that's important. I'm not certain yet. I will get to that point. And again, the names Philip and Frank. Philip, more powerful than Frank, word wise, receiving them wise. Barbara, hey Charlene, good to see you again. Hi Caroline. Hey Valerie, welcome. Okay, so let's focus on spirit here for a second. Okay, this mother or mother-in-law was very much into this wholesome family that portrayed on those old early television shows. Now, interesting because it's My Three Sons and this I Dream of Jeannie, that these are the two. I'm sensing the missing piece is the mother. So, because of these TV shows that are being brought to my attention and my own recollection of them, the mother figure was not as present in these shows. So, either this mother or mother in law was not as present as a mother figure, or you are not as present as a mother figure. Can anybody understand this so far? Hey, Karen, welcome. Charlene, just hold on one second and see if anybody else can understand this too, please. And then if not, we'll come to you. So the absence of the mother figure doesn't mean that she wasn't there. It could mean that the passing was early in your life. So, an early age, you may have lost your mother. And there was an absence that wasn't really filled. And you were trying to live this wholesome life without that mother figure. Perhaps that's where somebody can understand this. Hey, Bernie, welcome. Hey, Lisa. Hey, Dawn. Hey, Lois. The kid's father's mom. Okay, so Charlene sees it as the mother-in-law. Okay, got that. Who can understand this as a mother? Hi, Denise. Hey, Rebecca. Who can understand a mother in spirit? I might have two. So hold on a second, Charlene, because now the mother is coming more pronounced. A mother in spirit, perhaps you lost her at a young age, and there was a void where the mom wasn't part of your life. You may have lost her at a young age, probably even in the 70s when all these TV shows are going on, or those TV shows are symbolizing an attempt to a wholesome family without the mother figure. So can you understand that? Also, the name Barbara, the name Philip, and the name Frank just came in the background. Can anybody understand? Debbie, hi, your mom's in spirit. Okay, Debbie, did you lose your mom when you were fairly young? And the presence of a mother was missing. There was a person, Barbara, whose mother, yes, of the names. I was absent from my two youngest children who's left. My sister passed away. Okay, great. Thank you, guys. Can anybody understand the mother who left early in your life? Okay, Debbie, thank you. Okay, you could take that. Thank you. So, play love. The person, Barbara, was like a mother to you. In my teens, she died. Okay, so Rebecca, your mother passed in your teens, and you can understand the name Barbara. I think I got the mother is for Rebecca, and the mother-in-law is Charlene. Wonderful. Thank you for listening, Debbie. Just hold on to hear the message as well. Play, love, remember. This person that was like a mother to you, and her name was Barbara, were you young when you lost her? Okay. She transitioned about 3 years ago. Okay, so are you young? Play, love, remember? They must have lost a different. Okay, okay. Caroline, when your mom was 16. Okay, great. And Caroline, can you understand the names Barbara, Philip, and Frank? Are they associated to this essence of your mom? Caroline. Okay, play love. Great. Thank you. I think this is actually a direct mom, though, but please listen. Okay. So, Caroline, can you understand those names, Barbara, Philip, or Frank? Okay, so we have the mother-in-law, that's for Charlene, and we have the mom, who's either for Rebecca or for Caroline. So we're going to just wait for Caroline to explain if tell me if she understands these names, because moderator, can you back up? What did Rebecca say about the name? Barbara can take. Okay, Rebecca. Great. The men, yes, not Barbara. Okay, Caroline, fantastic. Okay, okay, maybe I'm with Caroline because I think Barbara was more Barbara Eden showing me the TV shows. Rebecca, can you understand the names Philip and Frank? I know you can understand Barbara. Barbara and Frank and family, I think. Okay, great. So we have either Rebecca or Caroline. Let's get one more piece of evidence from Mom so we can narrow it down between Caroline and Rebecca. Okay, I'm sensing wheezing in my breath. There's a wheezing here. So this Mom in spirit either had congestion problems, respiratory problems, or either Caroline or Rebecca have. So I'm not certain if maybe Caroline and Rebecca were smokers and have the wheezing, or Mom, or something with bronchial. There's some kind of a wheezing happening here. So Caroline and Rebecca, can either of you understand that? Bad breathing, absolutely. Okay, Rebecca, how about you, Caroline? Can you understand where this wheezing is coming from? Either Mom in spirit or you or somebody with you in the living. Mom smoked. Okay, Rebecca, I'm sensing that. I'm getting that. Okay, great. So let's just wait 1 second for Caroline to see if she can understand that, if that's relevant. If not, then Mom is with Rebecca. And again, this message for Mom and mother-in-law, for Rebecca, I think, and for Charlene, is focused on this lack of a maternal presence. This is where the focus is for both of you. Now, I'm not certain if either of you, not me. Okay, your mom was wheezing. Okay, Caroline. So we're going to just stay with Caroline and Rebecca until something else comes through. Very much running a line. So maybe it's for both of you. Okay, can Rebecca or Caroline and Charlene, can either of you or all of you understand this important message that's coming through from both sides, focusing on the lack of a maternal presence? Again, I'm not certain if it's either any of you are a mom or they're referring to your experience of this lack of a maternal presence throughout your lives. Okay, Carolyn, that could be it too. So Charlene says yes. Yes, which one, Charlene? Definitely miss her presence. Okay, so it's all about that mom. Caroline, are you a mom? I think Charlene and Rebecca can understand losing the presence of the mom as influential, but one of you is a mom who perhaps is following suit in a way that is not as present in the children's lives, more distant, more focusing on yours. Can anybody? I'm a mom, Charlene. Okay, great. So that could be for you too. Caroline, can you understand that? Are you a mother who isn't as hands-on, which is kind of mirroring mom, babies in spirit? Okay, Rebecca. Okay, maybe that could be the absentee mother. Maybe that's is for you. So let me just go back to Caroline. No children of my own. Have a step. So okay. So I'm leaning toward Rebecca, the absentee mother thing, kind of thing. But we'll just stay and listen, Caroline. Let's just see what this is about. So this is about this void of a maternal presence. Either the fact that you lost early or mother-in-law early, or the fact that you're not a mom, and the longing or yearning to be a mom. This is kind of mirroring each other. And the message here is focusing on where your perception is. Notice how it's outside of you. Either I was affected because my mom was missing, or I'm affected myself because I'm not a mom. And there's this longing, this void that you're placing a lot of emphasis on filling this void. Either the one in the past or the future. And the message here is okay. The message here is more about don't be distracted with the outside thinking. There should be no void. There is no void. There is no loss. This perceived void of losing a parent early, a mother early, or a perceived loss of losing a child and not being a mother. It's perception. It's not reality. Feel it in your heart. Feel it in your heart, understanding that my presence has always been with you. You never lost my presence. Feel it in your heart that even the lost child is still present with you. You never lost anything. Don't view it as a void. This is the mind creating the void. It's interconnectedness. There is no loss. It's all together. And the more you recognize this interconnectedness, the more open you become as a receiver to recognize the guidance. You could even hear the words. You could sense, you could feel. You're being redirected. Follow the path. Leads to alignment. Don't get caught up in the mind, creating this void, multiplying it unnecessarily. Okay, Rebecca, Charlene, wonderful. Okay, so Caroline, I'm hoping you can understand that message as well as Rebecca and Charlene did. And thank you guys. Thank you. Thank you very much, Caroline, Rebecca, and Charlene. It's been an honor to work with them and you. I appreciate it. Okay, welcome to everybody who came in late. As I mentioned earlier, I'm not really looking at your posts unless, of course, it's connected to spirit. Thank you, Charlene. Wonderful. So what I do is I focus more on spirit, on the energetic frequency. I tune in, I connect, and then I offer what I receive. If it is your lost loved one, just text it in the chat, please, what you can understand. And then the more the connection is becomes stronger, the more they can speak through me to you. Okay, this next presence is a father. I feel like a pipe smoking man or a cigar smoking man. I could just feel this air about him. I'm going to say overweight or stocky or muscular. I could just feel a bigger presence. I do feel a pipe, more pipe than a cigar, more of a pipe. I could see him with his reading glasses on the bridge of his nose looking up. I don't want to say there was an arrogance to him, but there was a confidence. I also want to say that I feel that there was a bit of apprehension from you, like walking on eggshells sometimes. You didn't know when you can approach him to say something or borrow money or speak about a feeling great, and you kind of hesitated a lot. You were uncertain what response you would get from him. I hear the name Earl or something. Hold off on the name for now. Is slipping. Let me not force it. Um, Maybe something with the chest. My uncle. Okay, Michelle. Thank you. I'm thinking more of a father, but hold uncle for a second. Let me see. Did I miss anybody here? You're welcome, Caroline. Thank you. Hi, Linda. Okay. So let's hold Michelle for a second. Again, let me just recap this. A dominant father figure. Sometimes. Okay, Rebecca, thank you. A dominant father figure, larger than life presence, pipe smoker. You can see him holding it. It's like those curved pipes. I see his reading glasses on the bridge of his nose. I could sense not fear, but anxiousness, not certain how he's going to respond. Walking on eggshells, kind of a thing. You honored his presence. You felt safe in this presence. But receiving the kind of love you wanted was questionable. Not that he didn't love you, though, but I'm sensing it was the ability to bring forth his love, to express his love. And this is where he's coming in. It's a mirror. It's a mirror to you. Though you're not that larger than life presence, you're softer and more approachable. But you also have difficulties expressing your love as he did with you. Lasted, but not the rest. Okay, Amy. Okay. Can you understand that, Amy? And can you understand that? Michelle, we said? Michelle. Okay, great, Michelle. Great. Okay. So hold on, Rebecca. Let's go back to Amy 1 second, who's a dad. When you say not the rest, okay, are you saying Amy? Okay, Lois. I think we got you. I think that's I just got a little buzz when you Lois texted. No glasses. Reading glasses, not glasses, reading glasses. They use, it doesn't matter. Maybe you have the reading glass. I could just see them with the reading glasses looking above them. Lois, can you understand that this is a mirror reflection here, that perhaps you are not as forthcoming with your love, where you're holding back? Maybe it's the perception of inability to truly express your love. You feel it, but maybe you have difficulty expressing it the way your father did with you. Can you understand that, Lois? Let's see what Lois says about that. And Rebecca struggled with the love. Okay, Michelle, listen on still, please. I still feel as a father, not an uncle. So let's just wait to see what Lois and Rebecca say about the reflection of themselves, which is mirroring the I don't want to say inability of showing the love, but the apprehension of truly expressing your love the way you want to. Can you understand that, Lois? Can you understand that about you? Rebecca can understand this. Okay, Rebecca, great. I got that. Yeah, I can understand it. Yes, more so about trusting. That's it. That's where we're going. Trusting. Yes, 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 yes. Okay, so I still have Rebecca and I have Lois. And I'm narrowing it down to one of you now. Okay. Trusting. Okay, this is where we're going. That's the key word here. Now, recognize, guys, your father wasn't as trusting either. This is becoming one mirror. In other words, transparent from both ends. You're not noticing this. Perhaps you did not know your father's history, but he went through specific circumstances that caused him not to trust, which caused him not to express his love freely, which also happened to one of you. Specific things happened, one or two, one specific experience which caused you to not trust, which in turn is offering you this apprehensiveness to offer your love. This is exactly what happened with Dad. This is exactly what's happening with you. This is a transparency of the same mirror. Right, you didn't know his history, right? But I have a feeling that Lois does. I have a feeling, Rebecca, being pulled to Lois. Lois, were you aware of specifics that happened in your dad's life? Can take this absolutely. There we go. I got that. I got it, Lois. Thank you, Rebecca. Listen on to the message, please. I have a feeling. I understand this is Lois's father, and she understands what happened to her father. So now he wants you to remember, Lois. Remember the story. Notice the parallels. See where it's intertwining with your story. Just think, he says, remember it. And now he wants to speak to you, Lois. Okay. You do know the story, Lois. You're not remembering the story. Let him remind you. What is love? Why do you continue to seek that which you do not truly understand? Think back. Do you recall me ever speaking about the importance of love? Or do you recall me speaking about caution? About focusing on yourself first, about relying on yourself before all others, protecting yourself, becoming strong. Have you understood? But without belief in yourself, without recognizing your own courage, your own strength, how can you ever recognize love? If you are seeking and focusing and relying on love through another, then this equates to you not loving yourself enough. So have you found your strength? Have you found the love for yourself? Or are you still relying on another to fill in the gap? Love is an illusion in your realm. The love is all that you are. Rather than seeking love from another, begin to seek it within yourself. Love offers forgiveness. Love offers acceptance. Love offers strength. Once you have found it in yourself, you no longer require it in others. That is when love arrives. But one must first find it in themselves. Trust in that. Thanks, Karen. That was a nice energy, Lois. I appreciate working with him. Powerful, definitely powerful, and wise. So I'm not certain if you recall it that way, but that's exactly what I sensed. And I hope the message resonated with you. And also, Rebecca, if you could take that as well, that'd be great. Oh, wonderful, Lois. I'm glad you felt it because I felt it too. That's how they work through me so you could feel it. I'm happy. Thank you very much. It was an honor. All right, guys, let's continue. Okay, I definitely have a sister. I want to say a younger sister, or it could be that you were young when you lost her. I definitely sense a youthfulness to her, almost giggling rather than laughing, wide eyed, in awe, curious, funny without trying to be funny. Thank you, Play Love. I hope it resonates with you. Thank you, Lois. I'm glad you feel buzzed. So do I. That's that love of spirit. Okay, so who can understand a sister in spirit, either younger than you, or you were young when she passed, younger, or she had a youthful presence to her? even as she got older. Something about youth, younger youth. Giggly, wide-eyed, curious, fun, funny, without trying to be funny. I hear the name Evelyn. Maybe it's not hers name. Maybe it's somebody attached to her, or someone in the living attached to you that is significant in some way. Evelyn. I don't want to say Evie. Could be Evie. I see games played outside in the house, games, but I also hear a lot of talks, a lot of heartfelt talks, tears, secrets, fears. Amanda is another name I heard. Amanda. Again, it doesn't have to be hers, but there's a significance with the name Amanda or Mandy. And something with the throat. Hi, Diane, welcome. Something bronchial or the throat or you. Either you or her have something coughing, throat. And this, I'm sensing, is a recurring issue. So either you have this bronchial infection with coughing that keeps coming, keeps coming, keeps coming, or this was her, kept coming, kept coming, kept coming. Mary Jane. Mary Jane, I heard. I'm not sure what that is, if it's a candy, a game, weed. I don't know what Mary Jane, where it's coming from, but I threw that out there too. So don't worry so much about the names, guys. If you can't take the name Evelyn or Amanda or Mandy, put that on the side. It could be another name floating on for somebody else. Don't worry about it. But we're going to understand the sister in the spirit, like I said, youthful. So either her essence was youthful, or she left early when she was younger, or you were younger when you lost her than you are now. Who can understand that? Let's begin with that one first, please. Now, at first, I was wondering if it was a good friend like a sister, but I'm really sensing blood connection here. I'm really sensing that this is an actual sister. And again, I saw games being played outside, inside, but a lot of heart-to-heart talks, a lot of tears, a lot of fears opening up, a lot of secrets. So who can understand this beautiful essence, a sister in spirit? Just let me know on the text. I have a younger sister that passed away at 17. Okay, Michelle, wonderful. There we go. That's the youth. That's the youthfulness. That's the young. And can you understand, Michelle? I did say Mary Jane. I did say that, Andrea. Yes, and Amanda. Michelle, can you understand? We were both young when she passed away. Okay, Michelle, that's the youthfulness. That's exactly where she was bringing me. Can you understand the name Evelyn or Amanda or Mary Jane? Like Andrea can understand Mary Jane. And can either Andrea or Michelle understand? There's the Mary Jane. I thought it was we too, Michelle. There we go. Bingo. Check there. Check there. I knew it was weed. Okay, Mary Janes. They called it Mary Janes back in those days. Absolutely, Michelle. Fantastic. We got the connection here. Thank you, Andrea, for listening and play love. But I'm definitely with Michelle. I heard the we too, and I just didn't want to say that first. Perfect, Michelle. Now, Michelle, can you understand Nana name? Okay, Andrea, thank you. Okay, fantastic. Let's see if she's going to come next, Andrea. You never know. It could be Mary J. Could be followed by another spirit later. Just hold that for the side for now. Michelle, can you remember these heartfelt talks, tears, secrets, that sense of one? Can you understand that, Michelle? Can you remember that, Michelle? Because she's bringing that clear as day, asking you to notice, to reflect. Yeah, you're very close. Thank you. That's what she's making me feel. So she's asking you now to reflect on your current situation from the time you lost her till now. Do you have that closeness with another? Are you speaking unfiltered, honestly, openly, with fear, with trust, with that unbridled love, that respect, with the knowing that you'll never be betrayed? Do you have that now with someone alive? And she already knows the answer, so she's asking you, why not? Right, there you go. That's exactly right. Right. Before you answer that, she needs to tell me the answer. No, she doesn't. And ask her, why not? So while you're pondering that question, Michelle, a beautiful, funny essence is going to come forth and speak to you. And she's starting with, why not? I'm hearing the echo, why not? Why not? Why not? Hey, I'm back. The question is, why not? Why do you hold back when others try to get close to you? What are you afraid of? Being judged, not being accepted. They're going to laugh at you if you speak your truth. Notice how many times you wanted to speak, you wanted to share, you wanted to tell them a secret about yourself. You stopped because rather than remaining true to yourself, you questioned how they would respond, how they would view you, if they would accept you for who you are. You could brush it off that we were young and naive and open and honest and truthful. You could even add to it that we were sisters. That's what sisters do. But you've never stopped to understand that what we shared was the foundation to your life. Doesn't matter that I'm not physically there anymore. I'm still with you. I still know your secrets. There's a lot more now. But you trusted that I wouldn't judge. That I'd love you just as you are, as you love me. But life doesn't end there. You still have a lot to live. And it's time to trust others. They are going to love you. They are going to accept you. They're not going to make fun of you. They're going to hold your secrets to heart as I did. Why? Because they know you'll do the same for them. That's the part you're not focusing on. How amazing you are. How you can hold a secret. How you can love. How you can show compassion. How you're looking for the good in everyone. You just don't see it in yourself. That's what you question. You don't question how they'll perceive you. You question yourself. Let that go. You don't need that. Don't be afraid to get close to someone. Reveal you, the true you. I'm always with you. You always have my love, my trust, my honor, as I know I have yours. Don't be stingy with it. Let somebody else enjoy you, love you, honor you. Lay down your guard. Trust yourself. You owe it to yourself. Feel my love in your heart now. See? I've never left. Feel the love in your heart for yourself now. Notice the difference. There shouldn't be a difference. Love yourself as I love you. Oof, what a loving presence. Oh, that was beautiful. Yeah, absolutely. Michelle, she's totally with you. So I can understand that rocking chair moving. She's giving you signs. Focus on it. Younger sister. I knew it was younger sister. I definitely felt that. Okay, let me see what I missed. Somebody event, yeah. Since it betrayed me some way. Yeah. Yeah. It's my pleasure, Michelle. My pleasure. What a beautiful, beautiful lesson she has. Beautiful. And thank you very much for allowing me to blend with that. By the way, I know about the mischief you guys had. She was showing me clips with humor. That's great. That's fantastic. Good memories. Enjoy them. Okay, guys. Reginald, a booming voice. Reginald came flying in as Michelle's beautiful sister's essence was fading. Reginald, more Reginald than Reggie. He speaks with purpose. Yeah, Michelle, I know. I'm laughing too. This essence, Reggie, he speaks with purpose. He speaks clearly. He wants you to listen. He wants you to focus, to pay attention. I'm sensing this is exactly what his presence was like when he was alive. He spoke with intention. He didn't speak much, but when he did, it was important. Hey, Nix, welcome. So, Reginald, I'm sensing either a brother or a dear friend like a brother. This one here is also splitting in half. This one I'm sensing more of a friend. I'm not really feeling that blood connection. But it could be. I just haven't touched in on it just yet. Um, some kind of service occupation was in the service department. Or you are. At first, I thought it was more of a fireman, but now I'm sensing more like paramedic, EMT. Either you or him in the service field, helping, saving. Saving is a big word here. Saving. Hey, Dom, nice to meet you. Nice to see you again. Dad's cousin, Reg. Interesting. I really could have sworn it wasn't family. Let's hold that for a second, Andrea. Andrew, can you understand the service field? Hi, Nessie. Um, Lisa, I'm sorry I'm not doing questions. I'm just kind of connecting with spirit. I said that earlier in case you came late. I'm just bringing in spirit. Whoever comes in, comes in. So hopefully if your mom's going to come through, that's great. I'm just not focusing on the text. I'm focusing on spirit. It's a much more powerful connection that way. We got 5 minutes left, guys. So let's see who can connect, who understands this essence, service, EMT, paramedic, either them or you. Army, Andrea, Army. Okay. Was it paramedic in the Army, Andrea? This is definitely paramedic or EMT or something like that. Guys, hold off on the name Reginald or Reggie if that's throwing you off. Who can understand a dear friend who spoke, and when he spoke, he meant it. There was purpose in his words. He may not have spoken all the time, but when he did, it was deep. It hit you. It made sense. It connected to you. A dear friend. And also, this is where the service to help others, to save others is vital. Andrea, great. Yes, you can understand paramedic in the Army. Okay. You said this is your uncle, correct? I'm feeling more of a good friend. So it could be me. If nobody can take a good friend, that's cousin Reg. Okay, Andrea, I'm with you here. If nobody can understand a good friend in spirit who spoke with purpose, who's when he did speak, you listened because they really affected you and guided you and helped you. And either him or you is in service to save others like a paramedic or EMT. Can anybody understand any of that? And maybe Reggie is the dog. Maybe the dog's name is Reggie, either his or yours. I just saw a dog connected to this one. And I'm seeing either a flute or a harmonica, something with the hand here. Could be him or you, flute or harmonica. I could even see the dog dancing or moving with this playing going on. Can anybody understand any of this? And Andrea, can you understand that where this essence spoke with purpose, spoke intentionally, spoke with clarity, spoke only when needed, you find yourself struggling to do the same? Can you understand that, Andrea? You had the dog when you were little, and yes, great. Yes was the earlier one. Okay, Andrea, can you understand that you're opposite? Like, yes, thank you, Andrea. Can you understand the flute or the harmonica? Something with music, something calming, something tranquil. Either it was with him, with you, maybe a while back, and it's missing, where you found peace in it. But he's mentioning this musical piece. You had one when you were little. One what? A dog or a flute or harmonica? Because he's tying this in. He's tying this harmonica. Okay, excellent, Andrea. There we go. Great. He's speaking about the peace. Okay. To notice that when you were younger and this music was calming and peaceful, you were at a different frequency. You were calmer. Your words came out mirroring the calmness, the confidence. You were observing more and spoke when necessary as he was. Can you understand that? Because he's also bringing now to notice your life now. It's not as peaceful. There's no music. It's not as calming. There's a lot more chaos. Your words are not intentional, purposeful, because you're not observing. You're speaking a lot more, even when you're not meant to speak, because you're trying. You're trying too hard. You're trying to help everybody. You're trying to solve everybody's problems. But in doing so, you're not focusing on yourself or your own problems and your own calmness and your own peace. Can you understand that, Andrea? And especially with someone, I can understand that. Thank you. Thank you. And you're wonderful. Now, and especially with someone, this either Bell or Bill or Brielle, a person in your life now that has a name like this, Bell, Brielle, Bill. I'm feeling more of a female, not Bill. Or maybe Billy is a female. Can you understand? I tell people straight now. Right. Well, that's what that's what he's coming in and saying to you. You tell people straight now, but it's not from that place of love. That's not from that place of calmness. That's from the chaos and the anxiousness of this world. He's trying to tell you, he's trying to come in and tell you that pull back, pull back, pull back. You don't have to tell them straight. Sometimes silence is a better weapon than telling them straight. That's what he's saying. This is his whole purpose. The whole message here is that you're too preoccupied with the gravity of the world and all the stress and the anxiety and the pain and the problems, whatever, and you're reacting to that by saying this straight, by speaking a lot, by mentioning it, by throwing in 2 cents, by that. And he's saying you got to just bring it back. Be that calm person. Speak purposefully, intentionally. It'll make more of an impact. By telling people straight out, it's like you're letting them know what they were doing or saying what affected you. And that doesn't have merit, that doesn't hold weight. In the silence, in thinking, in breathing, calculating your response, calculating what you're going to say. Sometimes you don't have to say anything. You can't stand Rose. Rose, what Rose? What did I say about Rose? Okay, can you understand again that name? Belle, Brielle, something about a female. This is thank you, Lois. Thank you. You can't stand those arguments. Exactly, Andrea. So don't bother with it. Especially this one female. She keeps getting under your skin with that B name, Brielle, Bell, something with a B, if you can remember to understand that. Especially this one. This is making me sense that this female keeps reappearing. It's like when you keep figuring out, okay, I'm going to get control here. I'm not going to argue. I'm going to take a step back. I'm better than this. This one female keeps coming back in. So what he's saying is that focus why that's happening. There's a pattern now with this one person. Focus on the pattern, right? In other words, when we think we have it figured out, when we think we're strong, we're tested again. We're tested again. And more often we fail. More often we resort back. My son's partner. There we go. Perfect. Is it Bill? Brielle? Bell? Okay, I could have sworn it was okay. Okay, that's who it is. That's the one he's bringing light to. This is the one who's testing you. Every time you think you've got it, or Brielle, Bell, whatever, female, okay. Every time you think you got a hold of it, don't you recognize that your son's partner is kind of like agitating you again, coming back around again, that you have to deal with it again? This is the focus. Notice the pattern. If that keeps coming back again, then you really haven't self-corrected yourself. You're letting it affect you. So let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Don't bother. Don't bother. Okay? Use that as a navigating tool. Just accept. Play your music. Find your calmness. Find your peace. You don't always have to respond. Yeah, very testing because you're not seeing the pattern. He's trying to tell you, look at the pattern here. Find your own peace first. Speak words only when needed. You don't have to. Okay? Okay, so then Andrea, find peace with it, because think about this. If you're competitive, if you keep responding, if you keep arguing, if you keep getting confrontational, in her mind, she's only protecting your granddaughter. You understand? Pull back. Give peace. Find your own peace, he's saying. Don't be so combative. Pick and choose your battles. And even those battles, soften them. And then watch what happens. Watch what happens. All right, Andrea? Thank you. That was fun. Andrea, do you have a father in spirit? Yeah, enough is enough. Okay, that's what he's saying. Just find your peace and it'll come back around again. I felt as if this was your uncle that said, would you say again? Army, let's go back. Dad's cousin Reg. Okay. And Andrea, is your dad in spirit too? Because I sensed two of them were bringing in these messages, and I was just trying to bring it as one. So I'm sensing your father's in spirit too with his cousin Reg. Would you understand that? Yeah. Okay, Andrea. That's exactly what was happening here. I was getting a double whammy here. I was trying to just get the messages across. So again, this is your dad with Reginald, Reg, both. Right? And even though Reg was coming in purposefully, speaking directly, making a point, trying to make you recognize it, bringing in your son's partner as an example of where you keep losing into this cycle, into this pattern. Your dad's just bringing in this really powerful love and support. And he's basically just saying to you, you got this. You're better than this. Like you're forgetting who you are. So remember who you are. Remember you're better than this. Find your peace within. Because you're pushing. You're taking two magnets and turning them polar opposite and you're trying to attach them. Fix the magnet. Find your peace within. Don't be twisted like the magnet. You're not going to work that way. It's not going to happen. He knows what you want. He feels it in your heart. He understands. He's offering you compassion and love. Reverse the magnet. Pull back. Don't fight head on. And just let it happen and watch the results. He wants you to also know he's working on that end. He's working on softening your son's perception, where he feels he's in the middle. Okay, so just trust. Stop fighting. It'll work out. Just give it time and patience and trust in spirit, because you can't trust yourself, he says. So start trusting yourself and find peace in yourself. Okay, and that, my friends, wraps it up. And I'm sorry I went over 10 minutes late to the moderators. Thank you, everybody, for allowing me to bring through the beautiful essence of your loved ones. And see you again next Tuesday. And it was a lot of fun. It's an honor and a privilege. And thank you very, very much. Thank you, Lois. Thank you, Andrea. It's been an honor, guys. Thanks.